Hello, everybody, and welcome to the World Series 2026. This is going to be a heck of a series against Miami, I can already tell. You know, this is the first time in over 2 decades that they've played anything significant. And, you know, they've gotten through the playoffs. They had a tough 5-game grind against the New York Mets. They had to overcome having the series tied up at 2 after they were up 2-0 against the Reds, and they won their last 2.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show.
We have the home field advantage.
The World Series between the Miami Marlins and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Brendan McKay gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strikes.
Out. You're out. Leading up for the Astros, the right fielder.
I may not have the home runs like last year, but I still got the RBIs and
on its way.
an even better batting average, and that should have been out of here.
And he tracks
I
it down.
should have
nice
crushed
play
that.
for the first out.
But Reynolds has got me. Also 2-run home run, but they just came right back.
Bottom of the 3rd now, and next will be a
All right.
speed threat in the form of outfielder.
Gotta get those elevated.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt to first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck,
You're
gonna
done,
go out there and throw
Yamamoto.
that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Bringing it back.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's
Shoot.
caught out of their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now
That
the
should have been
count is
full
2-2.
count.
Let's play ball.
5-3.
Into the box now, Jamie Lynn. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the left field line and deep.
Man.
And it's going to land foul.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
That should have been out
Time
of
run
here.
at the plate, the 0-1.
Why did I
boy,
swing
this
at that?
That is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you could do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Okay.
1-2.
2 strikes.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
There's a swing.
I missed it.
High pop-up. Stroud has a play.
I
And that
freaking
ends the
missed
inning.
it. God dang it, man. I gotta produce. Oh no, we're down 8-3.
So coming to the plate, Jamie Lynn.
Up next for the Astros, the right
Ready
fielder,
to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Lynn.
Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th.
Well,
stepping into the box,
Now batting.
Jamie Lynn.
The right
He comes to
fielder.
the plate as the last chance for his side.
Lynn.
2 out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. Hot shot toward third.
There we go.
He's out for it, but he
I got
can't pull it
something
in.
at least.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's
Hey.
late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
At the plate,
All right,
Ryan
Reynolds.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Reynolds.
Last strike now for Houston. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in their face and salt this game away for his guys.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why.
All right. Well, I can at least build upon that 9th inning getting clutch. I just gotta, yeah, I can't be letting myself be only like 1 for 5. Like that's unacceptable. All right, they hit us right in the mouth. They did.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Miami Marlins and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Forrest Whitley will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs.
Now at the plate, Jamie Lynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Astros, the right fielder,
Pitch on the way.
Lynn.
Stung into
There we
the gap
go.
in right center for what should
That's
be
the kind of
extra
start I
bases.
needed.
He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay.
Let's go.
And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
And the home crowd is absolutely eating this up. Led off the home half of the first with a triple, and they're applying the pressure right from the get-go.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Reynolds. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Now the 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle.
Nice job, Reynolds.
And a base hit, and that's going to chase in the run from third. The Astros
Nice
are
job.
up to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher, D-Roll. Base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early.
Nice little beauty. 4-0 already, first inning.
Stepping up now, Jamie Lynn. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Jamie Lynn.
Hit out towards second.
That works. It wasn't pretty, but it works.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Ryan Reynolds.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely.
Hey, let it fly right here.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 3.
Nope, they didn't go to me.
Not sure what was on his mind there, but he elects to take only the out at first.
Because I'm too fast.
Now
That's why.
Carlos Correa, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Carlos.
Here's the 3-2. Hit on the ground to third. And there are
No.
2 away now. And that'll
Come
bring
on,
up
Bregman.
the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. 0-1, here it comes. Grounded slowly to the left side.
Dang it,
He's
man.
got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1.
Hey, that's all right.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in,
the right
Jamie
fielder.
Lynn. He singled his
Jamie
last time up.
Lynn.
Way
Ooh.
off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Oh, I
He
got
has
it.
some trouble with it, and the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout
Okay,
already.
manager says
Now
steal.
he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
And he'll dive back in.
I mean, I would probably have gone
Lynn
for it
leads off
anyway.
first with a pair of outs in the inning. And another
Oh, shoot.
throw over. Runner back
That was
safely.
close.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt.
I'm there, no problem.
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
It's a wild pitch, though.
Come on, let it rip right here.
2-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
I just don't think I go, though. It's too risky. But if I get an extended lead, that can be the difference.
Flares this one over towards
Let's go.
first.
I'm going.
A leap, but he can't bring it down.
Oh, I'm there.
Base hit.
No
And
problem.
the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead.
Dan,
That
you were
lead
one
makes
pitch
a
away
difference.
From getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get.
And a double. We're up 8.
Settling in now, Jamie
When we're on,
Lynn.
we're on.
He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Lynn.
First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to
There
short.
we go.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Kramer is on his way home.
I'm on a
Safe at the
double.
plate.
Let's
And
go.
They now lead by 9.
Are they giving me a double for that? Because if so, then I need a home run for a
Digging
cycle.
in the switch
Reynolds,
hitter,
I can
Brian
trust
Reynolds.
you.
He came through with an RBI single in his
I mean, I
last
can
at-bat.
trust anybody
Yeah,
on
they
this
take
team,
another
pretty
single
much.
Right here, that third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised
I'm going.
if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Play at the plate, and he's out.
Oh, I-
A great throw.
dang.
So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on.
Hey, you know what? It was worth it. It was freaking worth it.
Striding into the box.
No, they counted
Lynn,
as a
he'll look
single.
to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good
Let's
pitch,
go.
but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run.
I just need. If they would have
It's
counted that as a
two-run shot
double,
to straight
then I
away
would have had a
left.
cycle.
His first homer so far in the series as this lead got even wider.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
11-0. We destroyed these guys.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Well, he might be a little disappointed that,
That would
he
be a
didn't complete the
perfect
cycle,
thumbnail.
especially since he got two of the hardest ones out of the way. No double this time, but all in all, still a great offensive performance.
(11-1) at the end of this one. The Astros have evened up this World Series at one game.
We might have lost that game one, but we evened it back up. We're too good to be falling behind 2-0. I think we've kind of learned from last year. That championship experience now. All right. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm not going to screw around with that. Now, I bet you if it was the Rays we faced in the ALCS, they would have had a little, they would have given us a struggle. Probably would have been a 7-game series, to be honest. The Reds? Well, I don't know.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of
I don't know
Baseball
about
on the
World
Show.
Series.
It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Miami Marlins.
First time Marlins Park has had anything like this to experience.
Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start the series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next.
The roof is open.
Sandy Alcantara gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
We win this
He
game.
wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win.
Well, we need to win
We'll
these
see
next
if he
two to
can
get
go
home
a
field
little
back,
bit
really.
deeper in this one.
So I don't want to be down 3-2 heading back home if it goes to that. We'll see if we can get it done in Miami, though.
Alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
Leading off tonight for Houston, the right fielder, number 23.
And now pitch on the way.
first
Kind of
pitch.
feeling this guy out now.
A windup and the 0-1.
Oh,
And he gets him to pop it up on the right
Not
side
there.
of the infield. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out.
Let's play ball.
Ready now.
pitching
Jamie
is holding
Lynn.
up for us.
Jamie
First offering on its way.
Lynn.
In the
But
air
it
now
is for
out
them
to right
too.
field.
And that's why.
Sanchez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this.
Play ball.
Marlins fans have been
Keep stay.
waiting their whole lives for this moment.
Stepping up to the plate, Jamie Lynn. He flew out
2
in
to
his last
1.
at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line.
Gotta get on time
And
with
foul.
that. Fast release.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope.
Ball, that's outside. Ball
Looked
2.
like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And he takes ball
That was
3,
close.
so it's a full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Heading out towards shallow right. Sanchez is over a few steps toward the line. And
4-3. They were just up 1. We're back up 1.
Blake, Jamie Lynn, and their runners at the corners now.
Time to come through.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing
Oh, wow, that
and
was
line
so-
drive into left field, a base hit.
That
Coming
was
in to
so
score is the runner
ugly.
from third, and they've pushed it to
I thought,
2
oh, that
here
was
in
a
the
sure
7th.
out.
Dan, that's a
Wow.
huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able
Hey, you
to
know
stop
what?
the bleeding a bit as this side.
Although that was ugly, that was huge. That was a huge RBI.
Digging in to try it again. Jamie Lynn. He singled his last time up.
Jamie.
I can't swing at those inside like
Here's
that
the
though.
first pitch to him.
All right.
1-0.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes
Shoot.
way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long
Yeah, it
ball.
should've been
What are your thoughts
2-0.
on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts
Good
to warm
swing
up
time
and
of
the
it.
ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that
I
the pitchers
totally
need to
bought
start
him out
making
on
better
it.
pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit the other way out toward right field.
Nope.
Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and
Please, guys. Yes.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
a tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. This evening's game comes to an end.
Well, I was only 1 for 5 there, but that was a huge RBI in the 7th. That turned out to be just enough, actually, because of how they did score one there. All right, we're halfway there. Halfway there to repeating as World Series champions. The game's still coming to me though, like a lot better this year, because I got that World Series experience now. First player in MLB history to have back-to-back 20 RBI postseasons now. Oh man.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2-1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got two teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Felipe Pena will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, hard to be any better than this guy was in his last start. Only allowed 1 run, and he went deep in the game, and he took a real hard, tough luck start. Let's see if the results can be any better, and if he pitches the same way he did in his last one. Tough luck loss.
Leading off tonight for Houston, the right fielder, Jamie.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up
That
there.
is the way to start a freaking game in the World Series.
So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. His second home run of the series.
First pitch, game number 4, a home run. No doubt about it.
You talk about setting a tone for your team offensively. Everyone's allowed to relax now, pass the baton mentality, and if that's any indication where these next 9 innings are going, buckle up, fans.
Play ball. Out.
All set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jamie Lynn.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ooh.
And he fouls this one off.
Let's go, kid. One time, right here.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Nope, too high.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
I want to swing it there, but if I'm on it, then I can get good stuff on it. Ah.
VR over to his right. 1 out.
Let's play ball.
Into the
Still,
box now.
they only
Jamie
have 2
Lynn
hits.
Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Oh, good contact.
Let's
there.
go!
This is sent in the air out to deep left center field.
Once
and this will wind
again.
up being the 3rd long ball he surrendered
Oh my
tonight.
goodness.
A home run. Santa Maria.
Hell yeah, Santa Maria.
So a solo shot here to left center field. His
435
second home run of the game, and the Astros have
on the
taken a
distance.
3-0 lead.
I'm carrying this team. I am
Baseball
carrying
has really
this
changed.
team.
Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat, and they can go deep.
Play ball.
Now it's 4-0.
Hey, let's again.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jamie Lynn.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
0-1 the count.
All right, good slider. I'll give you props on that pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Late on the
Sanchez
sinker.
moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Let's play ball.
We're holding them down, though.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jamie Lynn. He's gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. Lifted in the
Could
air
that be
out
third?
towards left
Oh,
center.
no.
Left fielder giving chase.
I was
He
about to
tracks
say.
it down and makes the play to record the second out.
I almost had a third.
Play ball.
We got it. We're up 3-1.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
I had 2 home runs.
Nothing the score tonight. Houston move a win away from a championship as they've taken a 3-1 series lead. Daniel.
One more, guys. One more. Let's get it. After we dropped the first game, we'll come back. We just hit back harder. We win this World Series, this could be the doorstep to a dynasty.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Sixto Sanchez will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
7:07.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And a very comfortable 81 degrees as we get things started this evening. Hit hard down the line.
Dang it, man.
He's right there.
Move it.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Let's play ball.
I knew they were going to do that.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jamie Lynn. He got on top of one.
They might
It was a
force the game
ground-out
6,
victim
but that's
last
okay.
time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Comes set and the 0-1. Pitch is swung on and
You know what?
VR at second.
That's okay.
Throw to first is in time, but
That's
meanwhile,
actually
the runner
okay.
is in to score.
That's an RBI.
Play ball.
Let's work ourselves back into this game now.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jamie Lynn.
Jamie.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Right down the middle.
That's a base hit into center field.
All right.
So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
That was a good at-bat.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Liner toward
Oh,
right
no,
center, but the catch is made on the line out there. Will they
Wow.
have a shot at doubling him off first? Now a throw behind the runner, and it. Now in the box, Jamie Lynn.
That's a mistake I cannot make in the World Series.
Lynn.
First offering on its way.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2.
Good pitch. I
Hey,
didn't
it
want
looks
it.
like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. 2 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that. Ready once again, Jamie Lynn, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to the final out here in the ninth. Down the left field line and deep, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Shoot.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Come on now. One time, right
Kramer
here.
stands at second with 2 gone. Last strike now for Houston. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip. Hey, get you a good one up there, huh?
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Staying alive, barely.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. This is flared right back over.
I don't know how the
Not
hell
nearly in time,
that
so
that
despite the great
even.
effort, that'll go into the books
Wow.
as an infield single.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Let's go, right here.
He's going,
Runner goes, and he pops him up here on 0-2.
Dang it, man.
This is drifting toward the right side of the infield. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins are going to keep the dream alive. They take game 5 and now must win the next 2 on the road. As this
They're
one
not
is
going
over.
to.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around.
All right.
They took that great start to another notch in the win column.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2.
Now, I will say this, though. If we get into a Game 7, I'm going to do a separate video. Because it's too special to, you know, have it all done in this. Let's go ahead and win this in front of our home crowd. I'm so glad we have the home field advantage this year in the World Series. We needed it. The Marlins pulling that upset over the Mets really just helped. Because the Mets were the only team where they would have had the home field advantage in the National League.
We are under
Out of
the
all
lights
those teams.
as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Miami Marlins and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, you see the results through the first 5 games. It's been everything we could have hoped for, and now at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. Going to be a tall order to fill, but I think they're as capable as anyone to pulling it off.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show, and we'll have it for you next. Brendan McKay gets the ball with a world championship on the line. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have...
He's out.
Standing in, Jamie Lynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder.
Here's the pitch.
Lynn.
Hit high and deep
Oh, come
out
on.
there to left center field.
Ah, dang it, man.
Santana is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Let's play ball.
We're down 3-0.
Leading off the inning, Jamie Lynn, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs.
I got
But
it
it's
oversaid.
really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning
I got it
started.
under it enough.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster. Right
I'm not
here, having
stealing.
a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
It's been another nice October for me to remember.
Let's go right here.
And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Once more, a throw over, and the runner back. Another throw over, and he'll
Pitch
dive
the
back in
freaking
safely.
ball. God dang.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. There's one. On to
Nope.
first, and they turn the double play.
Play ball.
We need something huge here.
Digging in, Jamie Lynn.
Not
He's
even,
singled
I mean,
in
a
2
sac
trips to
fly
the
is
plate thus
okay,
far.
but I need more than that.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Like that.
Hit high and deep to right center.
Ah, it's not enough.
Catch will be made here. Tagging is the
Well,
runner from third. And
you know
that'll
what?
Put him on the board
It's
as
a sac
now
fly.
A 3-1 contest.
We're on the board now. Sometimes that can get us going, and, well, we did score 2, but then they scored 2 right back.
Striding in once again, Jamie Lynn earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center.
Dang it, man.
Sanchez moves to his right and puts this one away.
Well, no World Series in this game.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going
It's
into
gonna
that
come
other
down
team's
to a
ballpark
game
and coming out
7.
with a win, but they did just that.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, next video definitely is going to be separate with the Game 7. Wow. It's gonna be do or die. Oh man. We cannot blow a 3-1 lead. That's all I'll say. We cannot blow a freaking 3-1 lead to the Marlins. We cannot blow a 3-1 lead. Next video gonna be Game 7 to finish up the 2026 season. It's gonna be a hell of a game. It's already been a great series just like last year.